For the past week, my special person and I have been doing these couple stretches to release stored stagnant energy from the body because your body stores so much trauma. I was talking through this with one of my clients last week, actually, but he has been helping me stretch my legs because apparently I have so much stored stagnant energy there that I did not know about. And when I tell you, tears just started rolling down my face because the stretches weren't hurting as if, like I felt like I couldn't stretch anymore. It was like, oh my gosh, all these years I thought that I just wasn't flexible, or I thought that my body just like hit its limit. And turns out that it's just stagnant energy because there are certain pockets within my childhood where I've had moments. My fight or flight kicked in. So the inner child in me didn't feel safe. She didn't feel as if things were consistent or reliable, etc. And so I developed all of this stored, stagnant fight or flight survival mode energy in the lower half of my body. Like my legs are actually traumatized, you guys. Like I can't even, and the way I describe it is this, like when my partner was stretching me, I just started crying and I couldn't even explain it, but he understood. It's like he understood me without me having to speak. And it's like he understood what I was going through more than I did. But the way that I can describe the experience that I had when I actually pushed my body to stretch and didn't like stop stretching and quit when the stretching got uncomfortable, because I felt like for a good portion of my life, I had just been running from the fear of so many different kinds of just things I had seen in my environment that I just knew I didn't want for myself. So when I was in my survival mode, I felt like I was running through life because I just felt like it wasn't safe. So I had to hustle. So I had to survive. So I had to like make things happen for myself because life didn't naturally work out for me. And because that was literally how I was programmed up until, let's say, about 3-4 years ago, like all of that programming, although I've completely kind of worked through that in my subconscious mind, in my body, I am just now becoming aware of the fact that I have to work through releasing that trauma also from my body. And so I feel like my legs are that symbol of like, you felt like you've been running from something that you couldn't put your finger on. And your legs, again, like if you're in the jungle in fight or flight mode, right? You're using your legs to run. Your legs are going to be exhausted and tired. And I feel like my legs were so stagnant. So I share this with you guys. To help you realize that your body likely is storing some sort of experience that you haven't worked through. And each part of your body is symbolic of how that experience has impacted you. So in my example, I felt like I was in survival mode for like a very massive portion of my life. And in survival mode, you're running, you're in fear. Your legs are really the part of your body that would help you survive, right? So my legs were symbolic of that. But in your case, what are the things that your body is calling your attention to? A great starter question for this would be like, where do I feel like I'm not flexible? Where does my body ache a lot? How can I stretch it? How can I pour into it? How can I help release the energy there and embrace the discomfort? It's changed my life.